The IRCC is apparently consulting with the provincial governments on the possible tightening of PGWP rules in Canada. And in this video, we'll tackle what are the information available right now. Let's try to assess the information and how will this affect the current PGWP holders, the current students, and the ones that will come to Canada to study. Hello everyone, this is Coach Rice and this is Quest Canada. There are three main points of considerations during the consultation of the IRCC to the provincial government. The first consideration is the government wonders, should the students who are already here studying, should they be protected by this new PGWP possible tightening? The second factor is to ensure that the program, the training and education that international students take are commensurate to the shortage of jobs here in Canada. And the third is that programs of study will be coded to reflect links to occupation in long-term shortage and express entry eligibility. According to the press release of the IRCC, they had 8 major questions that they needed consultations with the provincial government. And these 8 questions are this, that you will see on the screen here. If you want to have more information about these 8 questions, please head to this link to read more of this. The IRCC essentially apparently is consulting with the provincial government, and they are essentially telling or have advised the provincial government that there will be changes on the PGWP rules. Now, the IRCC essentially is asking, should this rule be implemented to students who will graduate within this year, or should this be applicable only to students who will graduate in the future or probably next year? And there is no definitive answer as yet, and I can imagine that the IRCC or Mark Miller had together with his team had already decided really, and that it's impossible that he would hint on the possible changes without having had the conclusion or the actual regulation already in place. And another question that they have for the provincial government is, should the programs be coded in such a way that the future international students will take programs that are in demand or high demand or in shortage here in the country? And I have tackled it on many videos that I have published, that the in-demand jobs or industries and professions here in the country are really, healthcare is something that you cannot go wrong with. Construction definitely is a booming, and it has been booming in the last since the COVID times, and still is a huge problem or shortage of workers in the country right now. Now I know many of you have got many questions. A lot of my students or a lot of our students have got so many questions. What about master's degree holders, or those who will take master's degree, or those who are currently studying master's degree? Will they be affected? What about the current students right now who are already here studying and will finish or graduate from their program in the next 6 months, in the next coming months? Will they be affected? And this is one of the concerns, or one of the considerations or questions of the IRCC with the provincial government. Should these students be affected or not? And that's essentially is something that we have to wait for, as the information is not out yet. But definitely this tightening of the PGWP will come into place because the IRCC had already hinted that they will not make any press release if this regulation will not take place, and this is for sure. Another question is, what about the future students, the future ones that will take master's degree? Will they be affected by the coding of the programs, wherein programs that are connected with the shortages of jobs here in Canada will be given priority, and those that are not connected will essentially not be given priority. Is this regulation essentially is across the board? I mean, across Canada in all provinces, because obviously one in-demand job or a position or industry in Alberta is not necessarily the same in the Atlantic. IT is in demand there. Here, it is not necessarily as much as in demand. The resources here is more on forestry. So positions in forestry would be more in demand than really in IT. So those are the different comparison, and there are more questions right now than answers, and we will I hope to have more answers in the future. The even better question to ask now really is, if you want to be safe in your journey, in your plan of moving to Canada, what really is the best strategy for you? And the best strategy for you is to get away, to shy away from business programs, really, and focus on the ones that we know right now are really in shortage in Canada, which are carpentry or construction and healthcare. As a matter of fact, I did publish a video wherein I tackled the CCA, or the Continuing Care Assistance Program, for private schools. Now, as some of you may know, private schools, and I tackled this in the video as well, private schools, they are not eligible for PGWP, but the thing is, in the video I tackled about the two schools that essentially promises job placements before the student graduates, and this could well be a good strategy for you if you're thinking of moving to Canada permanently, and make study permit as your bridge towards achieving the PR pathway. And I urge you guys to please watch that video, the CCA video that I have just published. I believe it could open your eyes towards other options for you to being a successful international student in Canada. So many of you will ask now, is the Canadian dream dead? And the answer is no, absolutely not. You have to take every single thing that is happening right now as a positive information to you, because it redirects you towards the better path. If you were thinking of taking a business program in the past, at least now you know that business is not the way to go, and therefore it calibrates your thinking that there's a better path for you, there are better options for you, there are better programs for you that could well be your bridge towards being a PR. And again, do not lose hope. Hope is the only thing that you have in you that will propel you to really achieving and being successful in your journey of moving to Canada. Guys, again, if you need help, we are ready to help. We have got various free downloadables in our website, how to make the perfect study plan, the various cost of living in the Atlantic. And there are many other resources there ready, free for you to download. If you need more customized help, we are certainly just an email away, admin@questcanadaca.com.